Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Imagine making enough money from your investments to never need a job again. I'm not there yet, but this is how I'm planning to pull it off. And it all starts with one thing: understanding my yearly expenses. And as you know, I'm not a financial advisor, just someone sharing my personal journey to financial freedom. You should always do your own research and due diligence before investing. When I was first getting started, I always said to myself, I wasn't really after the money, but rather the freedom the money could buy from me. That was my ultimate goal. So at first, I took a random number, like $1 million, and I put it on a spreadsheet, so like on a pie chart. Then I asked myself, how can this amount of money eventually buy me freedom? And that's when I discovered the 4% rule. The idea that if my portfolio grows an average of 7% a year and inflation is around 2 to 3%, I can safely withdraw 4% annually without ever running out of money. So 4% of 1 million, that's $40,000 a year or about $3,300 a month. That was enough for me to live on at the time. I had a cheap lifestyle. I lived in a small, cheap apartment. I didn't eat out much. I didn't travel much. And with long term capital gains tax being so low, I knew I wouldn't really pay much in taxes either whenever I would withdraw. But life eventually changed. When I got married, it wasn't just me anymore. And even though I was used to living a cheaper lifestyle, I couldn't ask my wife to do the same. Eventually, we needed to upgrade our living situation. And that meant living off of $40,000 wasn't going to cut it anymore. It really wasn't lifestyle inflation, it was building a life, going out with friends, taking real vacations, and experiencing the world together. Honestly, I didn't realize how much I was missing out on until we finally booked trips like Cancun, Cabo, and Bahamas. All inclusive resorts, clean beaches, clean water. I felt like I was missing out on that part of life for so many years. So even though I had been saving aggressively and pushing my portfolio past half a million after getting married, I started to ease off. I stopped eventually pushing every extra dollar into investing and began spending more on travel, upgrading the apartment, and even going out with friends more. Now, I was still growing my portfolio. I invested in mostly growth stocks and ETFs, and I reinvested the income I made from selling options. And so my goal now is to reach a point where my portfolio easily covers all my expenses, even in higher spending months, without putting a dent in the principal. I don't want to touch it until I know it's working for me efficiently and can sustain withdrawals long term. Ideally, I'd like it if I can safely pull $10,000 a month and it wouldn't really slow down the compounding that it's doing all the time. And using the 4% rule, that would be around $3 million. And the good news is, I started experimenting with options more. I realized that if the market goes flat for months, that I can still sell option contracts for income. So really, I sort of viewed like sold option premiums that expired worthless as bonus money for the account. So that along with the 4% rule should ultimately help with unexpected expenses in the future. But I'm still adjusting over the years because I had it all wrong in the beginning. It's not about a random number like $1 million. It's about keeping my lifestyle the same. So keeping our budget at a comfortable spot is really the goal, because then that would mean that's the number I'm trying to ultimately get to. And even if one month goes over budget, I make up for it by spending less other months. But anyway, that's the plan. If you found value in this video, definitely drop a like and consider subscribing. I've got new content every week as I continue sharing my journey. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.